There was no way we could only pick 10. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 celebrities who appeared on Rick and Morty.
Chimantolo, younglings.
Hyman Cholo.
Your father's mind holds love for you. I am humbled to meet in physicality.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at the celebs who lent their vocal talents to this popular animated sci-fi show. If you don't see someone you think deserves to be here, be sure to get your eye holes over to our first list on the subject.
We are not treated equally, and that is why we must fight. We must fight for the equality of every man, woman, and child, regardless of race, religion, color, creed, and sexual orientation.
Number 10. Joel McHale.
There is no deeper bond than the one between a Deathstalker and his car.
What about the weird guys on leashes then?
They're more like interns.
After Beth and Jerry get a divorce, the kids, especially Summer, want to get as far away from their broken home life as possible. In a rebellious turn, Summer would rather hang out in a Mad Max-esque post-apocalyptic diesel punk world. And after killing off the leader of the Deathstalkers, she is welcomed into the group.
You have removed weak blood from us and made us stronger. We can combine our strength and feast on the weak together.
A romance begins between her and the new leader, Hemorrhage. While it's hard to hear at first with the bucket on his head, this is Joel McHale, who worked with Dan Harmon previously on Community. Without the bucket, turns out he's not a scarred mutant, but a well-groomed, hyper-fashion-conscious dude. Sorta like McHale's Community character, Jeff Winger.
Yeah, and more importantly, you're dressed like a gladiator in a desk fort that you built during a bad trip.
Number 9. Tony Hale.
She's a piece of work.
They both are, right?
Also in the episode Rick Mancing the Stone, after Rick reveals what the god they've been worshipping really is, the Deathstalkers promptly begin to use their newfound energy source and quickly adapt into a bland suburban people. Summer still has their gritty spirit, but she's the only one. As she's pulling into her driveway, she's approached by fellow Deathstalker Eli. He and his wife make chit-chat before nagging her about how she sorted her garbage.
We noticed that you've been putting scrap metal in the blue bin.
I got it.
The snaggletooth neighbor in assless leggings is voiced by none other than Tony Hale, who most people would know as Buster Bluth from Arrested Development and Gary Walsh on Veep.
You're out of line, Missy.
Gildray, what are you wearing tomorrow?
I don't know.
I do. I'm your calendar. I'm your Google.
Number 8. Andy Daly.
Hi, Morty. I'm Krombopulos Michael. I'm an assassin. I buy guns from your grandpa.
Here, go away.
Ooh, yeah, this looks deadly.
Who would have thought that an assassin could be so lovable? Guess people are just happy to see others happy in their work, right? Possibly the only Gromflamite that Rick is willing to do business with. Krombopulos Michael just loves killing stuff. And for this assignment, he needs an antimatter gun, which he purchases from Rick. Morty takes exception and later accidentally kills this short-lived fan-favorite character. The enthusiastic hired gun was voiced by comedian Andy Daly, best known for his work on Eastbound and Down, Adventure Time, and Comedy Bang Bang.
Has there been times where in the panic of the moment I have accidentally taken out the old batteries and put them in the bag of new batteries? That's definitely happened a few times.
Number 7. Gillian Jacobs.
I conceived a child with million ants and it died inside me because it was 500,000 ants and half collapsing star!
Poor Morty. Like any kid, he just wanted to hang out with some superheroes and save the world. He even cashed in his punch card for choosing an adventure. But Rick, with his god complex, doesn't like that Morty could look up to anyone but him. And so he systematically kills off the superhero team while destroying their morale and goodwill in a series of Saw-like challenges. At the end, only Supernova is left, and she is pissed.
It's like you said, Morty, there's no right or wrong.
Never said that.
It's the galaxy's faith in the Vindicators that keeps the galaxy secure.
Yeah, I feel safer already.
She misses her chance to kill Rick off, but there's a chance she'll be back, as she was voiced by another Community alum, Gillian Jacobs.
Oh, great. So much for bagels.
So much for what?
The bagels. You dropped them on the floor.
They're called bagels.
Number 6. Peter Serafinowicz.
It's shaming us. We have 34 armed guards and we can't kill a pickle. 32 armed guards. He killed 2.
Possibly the most beloved and certainly the most memed episode of Season 3 sees Rick turning himself into a pickle. After getting washed down a storm drain, Rick ends up in a shadowy agency. The agency director tries several times to have Pickle Rick dispatched, only to meet his fate in a fiery blast. The ice-cold and menacing tones of the director might have been familiar to some, as English actor Peter Serafinowicz, best known for his roles as Garth and Saul in Guardians of the Galaxy and his multiple voice acting roles on shows like Gravity Falls and Archer. Oh, and he also gave a voice to Darth Maul in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Number 5. Patton Oswalt.
Unity has spoken of you.
All bad, I hope. Ha ha! Oh, Jesus Christ!
While Rick is reuniting in a big way with his old flame Unity, ships descend to the planet they're on. What disembarks is Beta 7, another hive mind who's obviously been carrying a torch for Unity, and is surprised to find the unassimilated Rick.
Are all present life forms assimilated?
Beta 7, this is my single-minded friend from Earth, Rick.
Even through the modulator, the voice is easily recognizable as that of comedian Patton Oswalt, who, along with his own stand-up, has been low-key in almost everything. Seriously, now that you know it, you'll hear him everywhere, in movies like Zoolander and Ratatouille, as well as numerous TV shows like Bob's Burgers, BoJack Horseman, Parks and Recreation, and even My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, just to scratch the surface.
Daring Do says she, quote, barely made it past the trap's barrage.
Number 4. Alan Tudyk.
Rick, our alien friend.
Mr. President, couldn't help but notice that you were having problems generating power.
That's correct.
When Rick's car battery dies, Rick and Morty enter the microverse that is supposed to be powering it. There, they're welcomed by Chris, the president of the microverse. While it's not immediately apparent, this minor character is brought to us by none other than the great Alan Tudyk.
You!
What did you say to me?
You? You told me it means much obliged.
Oh, right. Blow me.
No. Blow me.
All nerds out there know who that is, but for the uninitiated, he was the beloved space pilot Walsh on the tragically short-lived Firefly, K2SO in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story, and Ludo in Star vs. the Forces of Evil, to name only a few roles.
Excellent work, Buff Frog! I knew they couldn't hide that royal brat from me for long.
Number 3. Matt Walsh.
Hey, someone's been spending too much time around glowing rocks, am I
right? Who likes a parasite? No one. Absolutely no one. But when the Smith family becomes infected with an organism that reproduces in their brains, creating false memories and beings to correspond with those memories, they are soon overrun. One of the parasites takes the form of Sleepy Gary, who is, as far as they know, Beth's husband and Jerry's sometimes lover.
I don't give a damn what else happens out there. You and I are going to survive this, okay?
Sleepy Gary was voiced by writer, actor, and comedian Matt Walsh, one of the founders of the improv group Upright Citizens Brigade, who, as an actor, is best known as Detective Lohank on Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Mike McClintock on Veep, a role that earned him a couple of Primetime Emmy Award nominations.
Eating goober peas.
Play the banjo.
Peas, 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 eating goober peas.
Number 2. David Cross.
And listen, I'm sorry for yelling earlier. I couldn't ask for a better staff. I love you guys, and I love all your family.
It takes a special sort of someone to pull a fast one on Rick Sanchez. In their bid to get the recipe for concentrated dark matter, a group of Zygerions abduct Rick, Jerry, and Morty. Or do they? The convoluted scheme involving a simulation inside more simulations is led by Prince Nebulon, the leader of the Zygerians.
Oh, I see. Oh, it was no one's fault. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well then, problem solved. Oh wait, no, there's still another human in here!
Bringing the hapless scammer to life is David Cross, perhaps best known for his turn as Dr. Tobias Funke on Arrested Development. The hilarious actor and comedian also played the lead in the increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret, slave pirate Noah on Archer, and Dwight in Scary Movie 2, among many other roles.
I've got to put my foot down and stand up for what I believe in and say that we've got to pull the plug.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
My name is Risotto Groupon.
Why should I believe a smart banker like you? So I can end up in here with you?
It's perfectly legal. Go ask the IRS. They'll say the same thing.
Have you tried sending in launch codes? Mr. President, what America's got is 70,000 megatons of kaboom-boom.
Kitty, he'll be fine. I mean, compared to Korea, this place is Shangri-La wrapped in happy fun candy.
So he made a universe, and that guy is from that universe, and that guy made a universe, and that's the universe where I was born? I'm willing to pay you to change your name to Michael Richards.
Number 1, Werner Herzog.
I've dwelt among the humans. Their entire culture is built around their penises. It's funny to say they're small. It's funny to say they're big.
Jerry is rushed into a space hospital after coming into contact with some bacteria Rick was storing. And so begins the B story of Interdimensional Cable 2. Throughout, Jerry is urged to donate his penis to save the life of Shrimply Pibbles, a civil rights leader beloved across galaxies. Unsure of why Jerry is hesitant, an old reptile explains man's love of his penis. This reptile is voiced by highly influential and respected German director, screenwriter, and actor Werner Herzog. His films are known for their precision, and his narration often adds a dark, somber tone.
With 5,000 kilometers ahead of him, he's heading towards certain death.
Despite his intimidating status, he's lent his acting skills to several comedies, including Parks and Recreation, The Simpsons, and The Boondocks.
But where do I find that drop? 9, 9, 9, 9.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.